friends, welcome back to Moonspell Tarot. Today we are going to be asking the question, who will I marry? So I have a few different piles laid out, and instead of crystals today, I thought we could try these oracle cards. I just got them recently and I'm really loving them, so I thought we could do something a little bit different this time. So for pile number 1, we have this card with a beautiful woman, kissing a tree, kind of gazing at the tree in a lovingly way. For pile number 2, we have this beautiful artwork with these angel wings, and it's just very beautiful. I like this one a lot. For pile number 4, we have a moon image and people, kind of hugging and loving. For pile number 4, we have this really beautiful red artwork with a lot of hearts and two people clearly, happy, feeling great together. So what I'm going to do is give you a few moments to look at the cards and really meditate and think on which picture, which image is really speaking to you and which one really resonates with you as a person, and then we will go ahead and jump into it. There will be timestamps down below if you want to go ahead and jump to your pile. Again, this is, asking who will you marry, potentially when will you meet that person. So we will go ahead and give you a few moments to look at the cards, really think about which one resonates with you, and you could go ahead and jump down to your timestamp down below in the description, and I will see you soon. Welcome back, pile number 1. This is if you chose this pile with this beautiful artwork with a woman kind of making a connection with a tree. And before I jump into the cards, I just want to remind you guys to please hit that subscription. It really helps me out a lot and lets me know if you like these videos. Also, leave me a comment if there are any other questions that you would like me to do in the future, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. So first, we're going to take a look at this oracle card. So, again, we see a woman kind of gazing at a tree, kissing a tree. This can a lot of times, signify the love of nature, the love of growth. And so I'm going to read what the card says to you. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So this is a really nice message. I think that a lot of us right now are going through some struggle, coming out of quarantine. Maybe some of us were single for longer than we wanted to be. And so I think that this is a really good message showing that you will, find the person that you're going to marry and find someone who really loves and cares about you soon. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of your cards. So for tarot, we have the Chariot. We have Queen of Wands. We have Two of Pentacles. For our oracle, we have Partnership, Grace, and Adventure. So we'll take a look at everything. Well, I'm going to flip this over so I can read the description better. Okay, so let's start off with tarot because I feel like that really just gives a good, solid understanding first of everything that we are trying to think about today. So first we have, the Chariot. And as we could see, even just by the artwork in the card, it's really about somebody who lights the way, somebody who is very strong and powerful. They're willing to go through this fog and travel through night to accomplish what they're wanting to accomplish. So what I'm seeing so far is that the person that you're going to marry is a very strong person. They take charge, they're very powerful. They know what they have to do to achieve their goals. So this could be somebody that you already know, somebody that you will meet in the future. We haven't really fully, gotten there yet, but, if you really think about it, it's somebody that is very powerful. Maybe if you like somebody at your job who's maybe a supervisor, maybe it's someone who always, picks up the slack and does what they need to do to get what they want accomplished. They're very, a take action type of person. And this also says that they're going to take care of you. They're going to make sure that you have what you need. You never have to stress and worry because they're always going to be there. And it's somebody that you could really rely on, which is a really great thing. So let's also look at Queen of Wands. So in Queen of Wands, we see a lot of growth. We see a queen sitting there with a giant, a huge sunflower growing behind her, and we see a beautiful sky. So this card represents growth, and I think that this is interesting to pull with the Chariot because this is showing that this person is constantly growing. They want to continue doing better. They have a lot of aspirations and goals, and this is something that they put a lot of effort into in their personal life. They are definitely not the kind of person to, sit around and kind of be lazy. They have a lot of aspirations and goals. And so this is really great. That's a really good person to be with because that they're always going to try hard. They're always going to, put food on the table. They're always going to be a provider for you. And this card also in the terms of a relationship, can show that maybe this is somebody that that your relationship is growing and getting better, and that you, maybe started off being friends with this person and it's growing into something more. And this is kind of telling you to take that leap. Maybe you kind of have hinted around that you like this person, or they've kind of hinted around that they like you. This is showing that your relationship will blossom into something better, and it will grow and be something greater. Right now I think that maybe you're at those beginning stages and you're having a lot of questions about, where your relationship will go. And this is definitely telling me that it will, develop and blossom into something really beautiful and great. So that's awesome. And then we also have Two of Pentacles. So this is really showing me and telling me that this person has really great balance in their life, and that they are really willing to weather any bad situation. We could see in the artwork of the card. I really like to look at the artwork because it really, paints a better picture of what is going on. We see, a woman, or like a sorceress of sorts, kind of fighting through, heavy weather, and we see these two ships coming to shore. We see that it's somebody who's really going to light the way and continue working hard for their goals and continue to work hard for your relationship. This is somebody who is not afraid to, put everything on the line and really, go after what they want. And not just go after what they want, but continually provide and continually do good for the people that they care about in their life. So this is someone who you can really depend on. So with these three cards together, this is showing me that this is a very positive person, a very positive relationship that you have. And that's wonderful because, this is showing that you might be in the beginning stages of a friendship or the beginning stages of a relationship. And this is just showing that that person is really willing to, persevere and do everything they can to make you happy and do everything they can to make this relationship work. So let's look at partnership. So the card says, allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So, again, with, Queen of Wands, this kind of helps tie in. This is showing that you potentially know this person. This could be, like I said, maybe a boss, a teacher, somebody that you know who really that you have a partnership with already, somebody that you already have a good working relationship with, somebody that you already get along with and that you already kind of feel like maybe you like a little bit, somebody that you already enjoy being around. And so this is really telling me that this partnership will grow and that you will really blossom into a great relationship. And this is just telling you to allow this relationship to continue to grow and to continue to do well, because, that's where a lot of really great relationships start. That's where I met my husband at work. We were friends first. So that's a really good sign that you're getting, multiple cards showing that there is a friendship there first. And not just meeting somebody out of the clear blue. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm really getting a strong vibe that know this person already, and that are really, going to let this relationship get better and better over time. It might not be an overnight thing, it might not be really quick, but I think that as the relationship unfolds, you will find that you two really do care about each other, and that you will create a great partnership together and do really great things together and just have a really, enjoyable relationship, and you guys will make each other very happy. So we also have Grace. So in this card, we see these beautiful flowers and a beautiful, dragonfly kind of sitting and resting on top in a very graceful, nice, calm manner. And so I think that with this card, it's telling you to allow this relationship to kind of unfold naturally. Don't force it. Don't, make each other feel uncomfortable. I think because, you are wanting to pursue a relationship, sometimes we can come off as being, a little bit overbearing, maybe coming on too strong. I think that this card is really telling you to let the relationship, happen naturally, and, just continue the partnership you have, continue the friendship you have, and, when the opportunity does present itself to, let your feelings out, do it in a way that is graceful and, kind. Don't, make this person feel uncomfortable, because maybe, they don't want somebody who's really forceful. They might not be into that. So that's what this card is telling me. Just to, really be graceful and be kind to this person. I'm, really feeling like they are a kind and good person. So, don't be overbearing with showing your emotions. And then we also have adventure. So this is really an interesting card to put in there. This is showing that, in your relationship, you two will have fun together. Maybe you will travel. As we see in the card artwork, we see like the Eiffel Tower, and, she's riding like a butterfly, which is interesting. But, we see, travel in your future. We see that you guys, maybe will travel together for business, or even just, maybe you will like to travel together on vacation often. So, tying it all in together, that your relationship will get, more intense and more loving over time. Right now, I think that you guys are potentially just friends, or maybe even acquaintances. You don't know each other super well. But over time, as you allow this relationship to grow, you will have an adventure together. You will really enjoy each other's time and have a lot of fun. And there will be a lot of happy times together. Adventures are all about having fun and discovering new things. And I think that that will happen, over time, especially if, you take some time getting to know each other. And like we talked about Grace already, giving each other that time to really get to know each other, and, not be overbearing in that way. I think that you guys will have a lot of really great times together. Adventure card could really mean a lot of different things, going on actual adventures and going on travel. But this could also, tie into, having adventures and having, good times, kind of learning about each other, learning about, what type of sexual desires you each have, learning about what you two really want in life, and, learning each other's bodies. I think that that will be a really beneficial thing for you, to just give yourself that time to really learn about each other and really care about each other, in that way. And then the adventure will come. You guys will really enjoy each other's time and have a lot of fun together. And then we will also kind of swing back to this card, because I think that it really, ties into everything. So again, the card says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So what's interesting with this card is that, a lot of it was about growing into a mature relationship, and, not fully, knowing that you right now, might not be life partners, but knowing that, it will grow into something better. We see that she is really, falling in love with the idea of love. The tree is representing love in this way. So I think that it is great, that, you can give yourself that time to really get to know this person. So that's really the vibe I'm really getting from your cards, is just allow this person to get to know you, give them some time. They might be a little bit shy, tying in with the grace card. They might be a little bit shy and not fully ready to, start a relationship, but get to know them and you guys will have a really good time together and really have a lot of great adventures and you will have a really beautiful relationship. So thank you so much, pile number one. I appreciate you watching this video. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments and also hit that subscription. It really helps me out a lot. And I hope to see you soon. Please be safe out there and blessed be. Welcome back, pile number two. This is if you chose this beautiful card with the angel wings. So before I go ahead and jump into the cards, I just wanted to remind you guys to please hit that subscription button down below and also leave me a comment if there are any questions you would like me to ask soon, okay? So again, this is if you chose the angel wings card, and I'm going to go ahead and read it first before I read the other cards. So it says, "My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing." So I will set that over there and we will check and see what is going on with you, who you will marry. So we have the Devil reversed, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Pay Yourself First, Confidence, and Gentleness. Okay, so I think we will read the tarot first because that's just helpful. I like to do that. So let's see. I think that makes a little bit more sense to me. Okay, so we will start off with Page of Pentacles, I think. So what I'm seeing right now is this person is very good at manifesting their goals. They have something in their mind and they go for it. This is, probably a workaholic, somebody who is very intent on their goals. They know exactly what they want. They know exactly what they want with their career and also their love life. They know the exact type of person they want to be with. They are very hard set on their goals and they do whatever it takes to achieve those goals. We see even in the artwork of the card, so, a woman who is manifesting a pentacle with all the roses growing around it, and there's like this beautiful sky in the background, and we see that she's just manifesting this beautiful life for herself. And so that's what I'm seeing, that the person is really good at making sure that their goals are met. They do what they can to achieve these goals. And let's move on to Ten of Wands. So Ten of Wands really can also tie into Page of Pentacles, because we see, in the artwork, he's carrying, the 10 Wands and he's kind of struggling. This is somebody who works very hard. They don't stop. They are not afraid to put in that hard work. They don't just manifest their dreams, they put in that hard work to get it. They don't stop. And this is somebody who I'm seeing in a relationship will pursue you. They, know exactly what they want in a relationship. They're willing to put in that hard work. So this is somebody that I wouldn't be surprised if they called you very often. They went out of their way to try to talk to you all the time. They did a lot of nice things for you because they really want to be with you, and they will go out of their way to make sure that you become theirs. So this is somebody that I'm definitely seeing in their, work life, home life. They are willing to put in that hard work. And so, in the beginning of the relationship and even, throughout, but especially in the beginning, probably before you guys are starting to fully date, they are going to put in a lot of hard work to start dating you and to be with you, because they really, like you a lot. They like your spirit. They like something about you, and they, see something in you that they really like, and they're going to put in a lot of work to be with you. And then we do see the Devil reversed, which a lot of people think that the Devil is a negative card, but what I'm seeing is this person wants a change. Maybe they've had some prior relationships that were negative. They, really weren't happy in previous relationships. So this is somebody that wants to change, and maybe they're looking to date somebody who's a little bit different than who they've previously dated. Maybe they always had a certain type, and now they're looking to kind of, break out of that. They want to try somebody different, and you are going to be that person for them. So I'm thinking that maybe potentially this might be somebody that somebody that maybe, they thought that they wouldn't be interested before. Maybe it was someone not necessarily wasn't friendly with you, but maybe, wasn't trying to date you before, and they kind of see it in you now that you are exactly what they need. And so they're going to put in that effort and that hard work to date you and be with you. So, yeah, I'm really just getting the vibe that this person really needs a change, and they really just want something different. They've struggled in a past relationship, and they're over, that type of relationship, that type of person. They want to try something different. So for our oracle, we have pay yourself first. So make yourself most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. So, a lot of times these cards, they have, a specific meaning, but I feel like with the angel cards, they really can go a lot of different ways. Paying yourself first can also mean make sure that you're taking care of yourself first as a person. This tells me that maybe right now you aren't at the top of your game, or top of your game. You maybe have been having some struggles lately. This is showing me that you really just need to take care of yourself first before you jump into a relationship. Right now we're kind of all getting out of quarantine. We're able to go out and do things. Maybe we've gained some weight, things like that that are making you feel bad about yourself. Maybe you spent too much money. This is really showing me that you just have to, take that time to, do something for yourself and fix whatever's bothering you about yourself first. It could be something very temporary, like maybe a little bit of weight gain, and that's something you could easily fix. So, give yourself that time to do well for yourself before you go out and, try to date somebody. Give yourself a little bit of time to do better. And then we also have confidence, which can also tie in with pay yourself first, which is great. Even though you maybe have struggled with, the way you perceive yourself, maybe you don't feel good about yourself right now. This card is telling me to have confidence telling you to have confidence because you are a beautiful person. You are beautiful on the inside and outside, and you do have a lot to offer in the relationship. Because clearly, like we talked about before, this person is going to work very hard to get with you. They are going to put in a lot of effort to be with you. So clearly you have something to offer in a relationship. So this is showing me that, really have confidence in yourself and know that you are worth it, because you will, attract what you put out. If you put out that confidence and you seem at the top of your game, people will want to be with you, and you will receive that back from the universe. So really just be confident in yourself. You're good looking, you're a good person, you really have a lot to offer in a relationship. So you don't have to be so hard on yourself. I know it's really hard to do that sometimes. We're our own worst critic. So just give yourself that time to feel better and do some things to make yourself feel good, so you will feel more confident in yourself. And also gentleness. So I'm seeing, with these three cards especially, you've been very hard on yourself. And so, I'm feeling that you really just need to be gentle with yourself and, give yourself some time to feel better. So maybe right now, you want a relationship and this person will come along. But, maybe give yourself some time first. You can really develop a nice relationship and a friendship first before you dive into a relationship, because I think that you need that gentleness and that, that confidence in yourself first before you, go out there and try to date. And so I'm really just saying that you need to be gentle with yourself and kind to yourself. And, you will attract that partner that you want. And this can also tie into the relationship. I think that this person will be very good to you and, understanding of struggles and things that you might be going through. They're going to be kind and, understanding and just really sweet to you and, really just allow you to be happy and really, put forth a lot of effort to make you happy. And so I'm seeing that this person is going to be very gentle. And so let's go back and look at the Lover's Oracle. So it says again, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So this card is telling me, tying it all in with what we talked about, that this person is waiting for you. Like I said, this could potentially be somebody somebody that maybe you know on a really casual basis, or somebody that you will meet in the future. This person wants, something different. They're tired of the previous relationships they've been in. They want to, try to date somebody outside of the norm of what they really would. And so this is telling me that that person is waiting for you, and that they, can't wait to meet you. They will work so hard to get your relationship going, and they will be really, good to you and sweet to you throughout your relationship. And this is also, telling me that right now you're apart, so, give yourself that time to be gentle on yourself and, do things for yourself right now to feel better, and you will get that confidence so you can go out and find, that relationship that you desire and that person that you want to marry. So thank you so much, pile number 2. I really appreciate you watching the video. Again, leave me a comment if there are any questions that you would like me to do a video on soon, and I will do so. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. And please be safe out there, guys. There's a lot going on right now. I just want everyone to be very safe, and I'm sending out lots of good vibes, trying to, do some things to make other people feel good. And I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope to see you soon. Blessed be. Welcome back, pile number 3. This is if you chose this beautiful, moon image with, some people hugging. So before I jump into the... Welcome back, pile number 3. So this is if you chose this beautiful moon-inspired image with a couple hugging. So before I jump into the cards, I just wanted to remind you to please hit that subscription button down below. It really helps me out a lot and lets me know if you guys like these type of videos. And also leave me a comment if there are any questions that you would like me to do in the near future, okay? So again, this is if you chose this moon-inspired card. So the back says, embrace, through each other you find the missing pieces. So let's go ahead and see who you will marry. Okay, so we have the High Priestess. We have Temperance reversed. Okay. We have Four of Swords reversed. We have No More Complaining. We have Abundance. And we have Purity. Okay. So let's kind of take a look at the tarot first. Okay. So what I'm seeing with the High Priestess, the High Priestess generally represents somebody who's kind of mysterious, somebody who, potentially keeps to themselves and works on, their goals on their own, somebody who's not really outgoing, a very shy kind of person, really the type of person that keeps to themselves. That's what I'm really, getting a strong vibe for this person, is that they, they kind of seem mysterious to you. This, potentially could be somebody you know, or somebody you will meet in the future. Somebody who's just a little bit mysterious and, not really forthcoming with showing you that they care about you. But they do care, they just have a hard time showing it. But, this person really, they work hard on what their goals are. They just like to, stay behind the camera. They don't really like to, be out front and, show you that they care. They just have a really hard time with that. And then we also have Temperance reversed. So this is showing me that this person, really feels angry, upset. They probably went through a bad situation, maybe went through a really hard breakup. They, they don't really want to date right now. This might be someone that you meet later on in the future. I'm thinking that right now this is not somebody who wants to date right this minute. So, I'm feeling that they have a lot of anger and pent up feelings about a past relationship that they went through. They're not, fully ready to date. They went through a really hard time. And also, Four of Swords is really pushing that narrative forward for me. This is showing that this person really just is struggling and they're very sad, very angry, just really struggling through life right now. They're, having a hard time focusing on what they want to do in life. They're having a really hard time, getting back out there and living their life because they're so miserable. And they're really just having a hard time. So, I'm feeling that if the cards are showing me right now that, that this person is so miserable, I'm thinking that this is somebody that you might know and that you understand what type of misery they're going through. This might be somebody that you've been friends with for a long time, somebody that you know and that you are taking part in how they feel and you understand and you really just want to help them and you want to show them that you love them. And I think, at some point a relationship could grow out of that. But right now they're just not really ready. So I think they just need some time to, get past it. And so with no more complaining, I think that this is where you really come in. This is showing that you can really help them and that you can make them feel better. So the card says, complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. So I think that this is something that, you can kind of work on with this person if they have a hard time letting go of things that happened to them previously. This could be where you come in and just really, help them. You can, kind of take their mind off the, the bad way that they're feeling, no more complaining, no more being angry about what happened because, you're basically relaying the message that it's time to move forward and to do better. And I think through, you helping them through their issues and kind of helping them through, the way they're feeling, they're really going to, catch feelings for you and really see that they do care. Because right now I think that the fact that they're so, having such a hard time with kind of grasping onto reality with their issues, I think that they, really need somebody to be there for them and show them that, a relationship could be a really great and positive thing. And so we also have abundance here and the artwork features a beautiful chrysanthemum and like a dragonfly. So I'm feeling that you will provide love for them, an abundance of emotions, and you will really, just help them feel better. So I'm really feeling that that's what they need, is somebody who is not going to stop even if they're feeling bad. You're not going to give up on them, and you have an abundance of love to give. That's what I'm really getting through this card, is that you have a lot of love and patience and understanding to give this person. And I'm also seeing purity, which is amazing that, this card pulled together. It's kind of interesting that they all kind of tie in a way. And so, with purity, I'm seeing that you are very pure of heart. You're a good person. You have a good intent, showing the no more complaining card, and also abundance, that you have a lot of love and a lot of, forgiveness to give this person. You are willing to, kind of deal with their problems right now because you feel that love deep in your heart, and you really do feel, that connection with this person right now. Even before the love has formed, you really feel a connection. And I'm seeing that you can really, do some good things for them because you're very pure of heart. You're a very good person. And so I think that you will, really help them come out of their shell and really help them, feel better and do better because you are a really good person. And so, tying it all back in together with the embrace card, through each other you find the missing pieces. So, seeing right now that this person is, the type of person that is quiet. They keep to themselves a lot. They don't, like to be out in the world and because they are that type of person, they're really struggling with a breakup, and they're really struggling with, the way they felt, and maybe, they've been feeling this way for a while, and so you have kind of come into their life, or you will come into their life, and you will provide some, purity, some love. You will, help them break out of the bad habit of complaining and, not trusting a partner. And so I think that, this card is very interesting that, it ties in with everything because, through each other, you will make each other feel better. You will be very good for each other because you're going to uplift each other and really, have each other's heart in mind. And you will, have a great relationship because you will help build each other back up. Because even through your problems that you currently may be having, they are going to want to return those favors, and they are going to, want to make you feel good as well. So thank you so much, pile number 3. I almost tripped up. Pile number 3, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you checking out my video. Please be careful out there. There are a lot of, things going on right now in the world, so please just be safe. No matter what you're doing out there with the virus, with the protests, just be very careful. I don't want anyone to get sick or hurt or anything out there. And please, if you have any questions that you would like me to ask, leave them in the comments. I'm always willing to check out new ideas and willing to try new things. And please don't forget to hit that subscription. It really helps me out a lot. And I hope to see you soon, and blessed be. Welcome back, pile number 4. This is if you chose this beautiful card with a lot of heart artwork and a couple embracing lovingly. So before I jump into the cards, I just want to remind you to please hit that subscription button down below. It really helps me out a lot and lets me know if you liked this video. And also leave me a comment down below if there are any questions that you would like me to ask in the future, okay? So again, this is if you chose this red heart-themed artwork. So I'm going to read this first before we jump into the cards. So it says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of love and life. Okay, so let's see who you are going to marry. We have 5 of Swords, we have 6 of Cups, and we have 7 of Wands. Okay, we have clearing debts, joy, and shadow self. So let's look at the tarot first. I like to do that. Kind of gives a better, picture of what's going on. So, okay, so let's start off with 5 of Swords reversed. So, with 5 of Swords reversed, we're seeing that right now they're kind of, going through a little bit of a rough patch. Maybe they went through a breakup, or, right now, unfortunately, a lot of people have lost their jobs. They're really kind of struggling right now, and they feel very lost. And, I think that right now they might not be fully ready for a relationship. Potentially this could be somebody that you know or somebody that you will meet in the future. But right now they're kind of struggling because, they, like I said, could have potentially lost their job. Something important to them was recently lost, and they just feel very, anxious and upset and angry about what's going on. And what I'm seeing with 6 of Cups is they are a very generous and kind person. They just, right now, are really struggling because they've just gone through such a hard time. But they are a generous and a good person. We could see in the card, the artwork, a mother and daughter, sharing flowers and, creating these beautiful floral arrangements. They are a good person, and, we're seeing that they are very generous, and we, can see that they just really care about a lot of people. They probably have a lot of family that they do a lot of nice things for, and so this is showing me that in a relationship, they will be very good to you as well. They really will care about you and do great by you. They, want to do the best for you that they can. And so, with 7 of Wands, what I'm seeing for, this person is that jumping into a new relationship will be a challenge for them. So give them some time. They feel worried, and, it could be their situation, like I said, if they've lost their job, or if they, got out of a bad relationship and they're a little bit worried to jump into another one, gives them some time. Don't be offended if, they might not want to hang out every single day, or if they don't want to, jump into a relationship immediately, if they want to be friends first. Give them some time, because they will be a great partner. As I'm seeing with Six of Cups, they are very generous and very giving. But right now they're just having a little bit of a hard time wanting to jump into a relationship. And even if you meet this person in the future, they might just not fully be ready, or, they might want to jump into a relationship, but they might not appear to be, the partner that you want right off the bat, because maybe they're not talking enough, they're not wanting to go out enough, they're really just kind of struggling with the idea of a relationship right now. And so let's look at the oracle. So, clearing debts. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. So this card is interesting because obviously it is mainly referring to financial debt, but this can also, lend itself to personal feelings. So I think that this person is really struggling right now, and this will really benefit them. And this is where you can kind of come along and, show them that you can, have a great relationship, and the stresses that they feel right now are just temporary. This is showing them to, take care of yourself and, remove some of the burdens that they have in life. Maybe they struggle financially right now with job loss, or they struggle with the way that they feel leaving a previous relationship. This can really help them, kind of free themselves of those burdens and kind of take the world off their shoulders. And so I think that that's where you'll really come in. You will be that breath of fresh air for them, and you will really be that happiness and that person that kind of takes all those bad feelings away from them. And that's also, where joy comes in. You will be that happiness for them, and you will kind of take away those bad feelings, even if the beginning of your relationship might be a little bit rocky, because you maybe feel like they don't want to see you, or maybe you feel a little bit neglected. They like you and they will enjoy being around you, but they just kind of are struggling with the idea of jumping into a relationship right away. But you will be that happiness for them. And so this is really important in a relationship, and really just life in general. This person will have a shadow self. This person wants to be in a relationship. They want to be happy, but they maybe have a tendency to fall into depression. They maybe have a tendency to kind of fall into being scared of being in a relationship, and that's caused by some of the maybe things that they went through previously. So allow this person to kind of fall into that shadow self every once in a while, and allow them to feel those feelings, and acknowledge that it's okay to sometimes be sad, and sometimes not feel at your best. And they will come out of it, because I am seeing that you will be their joy, and you will kind of help take the world off their shoulders. But they might have a depression issue, and they might just sometimes fall into that shadow self, and want to feel sorry for themselves sometimes. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to be a good partner. I think that they try to make up for these sad feelings by being very generous and kind, and wanting to do a lot of nice things for people. And that could be why they got into that place already, financially, or in a relationship, that they overspent themselves, and now they're struggling. So just allow this person to fall into their shadow selves, and sometimes, feel sorry for themselves, and feel, bad, and just kind of feel dark for that moment. But you will bring them out, because I do see that you will, definitely be their joy and make them happy. And so let's kind of tie it all together with this oracle card. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So, I think that this is a really interesting card. It kind of ties it all together. This is showing that this person kind of maybe has a little bit of an inner struggle, and also, an outer struggle. Like we said before, they could have lost a job. you know, have some financial struggle, gotten out of a long-term relationship, and, you know, they have a hard time kind of pulling themselves out of that, you know, bad feeling. They really struggle with that. And so, you know, you are allowing them to, you know, sometimes jump into that shadow self and feel, you know, feel dark sometimes, but you will always bring them out of the way that they feel. And so that's what's important, because, you know, nobody's happy all the time. And this person, you know, needs someone that can acknowledge that they're not always going to be happy. Not everything's always going to be perfect and great, but, you know, they will try their hardest to make you happy, and they do want to be in a loving relationship. So I'm really seeing that this person, you know, struggles with that a little bit, but they are still a really great partner, and they're very giving, and they really have a lot of love to give, and they really want to find a good person to be with. So thank you so much, pile number 4, for watching this video. Please don't forget to hit that subscription, and also leave me a comment if there are any other questions that you would like me to ask. So please be safe out there, guys. There's a lot of, you know, things going on in the world right now, and I just want everyone to be careful and just be safe. And I hope to see you soon, and blessed be. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. Please be safe out there, guys. There's a lot of, you know, dangerous things going on right now. I urge everyone to please, you know, be safe. If you have, you know, any struggles, anything going on with you right now, please contact local authorities. Just be safe out there. Just, you know, there's a lot of things going on with the virus and protests. I'm just sending out a lot of good vibes. I want everyone to be safe. Please don't forget to hit that subscription. It lets me know if you like this video, and also leave me a comment. I'm always looking for different types of videos to do and other things that you guys might be interested in seeing. So I hope to see you all soon, and blessed be.